and thanks for tuning in. As always, this is Reverend JR, and today I'd like to talk to you about marsupials. When I say the word marsupial, you probably think of Australia. Marsupials are the mammals which have a pouch to keep their young in, like kangaroos, sugar gliders, bettones, bilbies, numbats, and drop bears. Did you know that there's also marsupials in North America? Everyone is probably familiar with the possum, America's most easily recognized marsupial. Now, I'll bet you didn't know there's actually another marsupial in America, though. It's also pretty popular in some circles, and people have even made entire television shows about it, dedicated to them. It's much harder to see this marsupial, though, because it's very good at hiding. In fact, some people are convinced that this creature doesn't even exist. Of course, I'm talking about the Bigfoot, a modern wonder. As we all know, the Bigfoot is most commonly sighted in rural America, much like possums. From what we know about the Bigfoot, it's hairy, much like all the other marsupials. It moves in an upright fashion, much like the kangaroo, but, it simply lacks the tail. Some people will be quick to point out that the Bigfoot really resembles a primate. But those people simply do not understand that the Bigfoot is the most visible example of convergent evolution. The Bigfoot actually happens to look a lot like humans because it evolved to live in the vast forests, much like other primates. Marsupials do find their ancestral home here, after all, dating back to when dinosaurs still roamed the earth. The other marsupials mostly found their way to Australia over time, but some of the stragglers developed convergent traits to humans. This is why the Neanderthals died off, after all, because we humans were much better at living and working together with the marsupials. We overtook the Neanderthals and let the marsupials live in their caves in exchange for Illuminati secrets of primitive agriculture. The Bigfoot are legendary in their ability to live a very long time. Their physique helps them travel incredible distances. This is why they can live so far apart on the globe. In fact, quite a long time ago, the Bigfoots had a schism, resulting in them each inhabiting different locales. This is why you'll also find the Yowie in Australia, the Yeti in the far reaches of Nepal and Tibet, and so on. However, it's not all good news for the Bigfoot. Although they are very resistant to every mammalian disease and condition that kills off creatures like us, their numbers are dwindling. The recent boom in population of us humans has threatened their habitats and driven them further into hiding. They know that we would eat them if we ever caught one, just like we eat most of the other mammals and marsupials. Given this selection pressure, and their intelligence that far exceeds our own, it's no wonder there hasn't been a single confirmed sighting since the creation of the camera. I can tell that some of you are still unconvinced of the marsupial nature of the Bigfoot, and that's okay. Skepticism is a good thing to have concerning things that no one alive has ever seen. Fortunately, we have more people than ever looking for one right now. Eventually, we may find one of them, and then we can confirm the genetics of it. Just remember, you didn't have any evidence it was a placental mammal when I started telling you about this either. There's no reason to believe we shouldn't believe the Bigfoot is a marsupial. If you enjoyed this, please click the like button, or the dislike as your preference. If you're new, please click that subscribe button. Be sure to share this video in the hopes that we can someday find the Bigfoot. If you want to find out how to get my monthly homeopathic email, which has even more details on the history of the Bigfoot, be sure to check out my Patreon link down below. If you're interested in reading the words that I type, I also have a blog, but it's rather lacking in Bigfootology at the moment. And as always, this has been Reverend JR, signing off.